I was lucky enough to score for my country as well.
Welcome to another episode Under the Lights. This evening we're in Hertfordshire at the Topfield Stadium, which is home to Hitchin Town FC. Tonight they take on Leiston in the Southern League Premier Division Central. It's the Canaries versus the Blues. The original Hitchin Football Club was formed in 1865, but unfortunately liquidated in 1911. Then in 1928, Hitchin Town Football Club was established. They play in yellow and green and have been playing at Topfield ever since their existence. The capacity here at Topfield is 4,554 and they have 400 available seats. They recently purchased themselves 3 brand spanking new covered terraces which can actually link together. That adds to the already beautiful standing wooden terrace opposite the main stand. Now, if you come into the ground via the train station, it's a 20-minute walk, and if you're bringing your dog, just make sure you put it on a lead. This is the home dugout. It is built on a solid concrete foundation with a coated green metallic framework. We've got our favourite perspex on the side with a nice arch at the back. As for the technical area, well, it's a big one. But what I like about this dugout is the seats. They've gone for the colour coordinated, embroidered yellow and green seats with an extra bit of comfort with the cushions. Special shout out to the Gray family who have sponsored these dugouts in memory of John and Wendy, who are avid supporters of the club. This is a lovely touch from them. The crest used to be the Hitchin coat of arms, designed in 1936. Now, 85 years later, the club fancied a bit of a rebrand, and after digging through some old photos, they came up with this design. It features the club's name within the crest, a canary looking back, perched on the FA Cup, which is a nod to the 150th anniversary of the club playing in the FA Cup for the first time. And by the way, this isn't the first canary they drew. They did over 200 of them. Welcome to Canary Corner. Now, if you're feeling a bit parched, then you can grab yourself a drink in the clubhouse, a bite to eat from the Canary Kitchen, and if you're someone who likes your merch, you need to check out the club shop because the prices are very cheap. So canaries go cheap. I'm here in the centre circle, which means it's time for another pitch review. It's a fairly even surface and has got some great width to it. I'd say this pitch has definitely been to the barbers recently because it's got a nice fresh trim. It has definitely taken a stud of late though. That probably hasn't helped because of the weather, but where does it go on our ratings board? I'm gonna have to go for playable.
Mark Burke, first team manager at Hitchin Town Football Club.
Mark, you've made 732 appearances for the club, you've captained the club and now manager. How much do you love Hitchin?
Oh, I don't know. They're okay, yeah. No, of course, it's 36 years, I think, coming up, and it's been my life. I can kiss the badge, genuinely.
What's your favourite memory as a player?
There's 2 really, the Bristol Rovers and Hereford FA Cup giant killings. The Bristol Rovers won. We took a 2-goal lead in the first 12 minutes or so, and then it was tin-hats. It was just bombardment. The Hereford one, that was the first time we've ever beat league opposition. The lights are out and there's flares going off and pitch invasions. It was brilliant.
What's your favourite memory as a manager?
We've had a lot of young players coming through, and we've gone on to bigger and better things, and that's I get quite a buzz from that.
How different is Mark the manager to Mark the player?
I was quite calm and collected as a player. Quite the opposite as a manager. So that's what my assistant manager says anyhow.
And if you can liken yourself to any manager, past or present, who would it be?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I grew up with David Pleat, and I've taken a lot of what David has done throughout his career. Certainly when he was at Luton, when he had no money, a bit like us, did things in a shoestring, brought young players through, which I think we do as well. Build a team with a spine, always have an experienced player. I've got a new one now with Stephen Gleeson. So yeah, it's David Pleat is probably what is my mentor, if you like. He was up here the other day actually. It's good to see him.
Stanley Giorgio, defender.
Ryan Smith, midfielder.
Did nothing but net challenge. Right, that was a nothing but net challenge. That means I won, so I get one ear flick.
Mountainous. Beautiful. Impeccable.
Great performance tonight. Let's take that confidence into next week against Lowestoft, yeah? Next Tuesday. Injury-wise, how are we all looking? All good? Okay.
Stephen Gleeson, midfielder, playing for Hitchin Town.
Stephen, you recently joined Hitchin. How did that move come about?
Out of the blue, to be honest. The gaffer rang me about 2 weeks ago. I'd kind of given up. I kind of lost the love of football and kind of accepted I was done. And I just said I'd come in and train, see how I feel, see if I still feel the love for it, competitive, and trained, enjoyed it. Felt stiff, but enjoyed it. The respect I have for the non-league lads is gone through the roof. The way that some of them working jobs and then coming in, training and playing games and just loving football. And I think that's what I've kind of missed over the last kind of 3 or 4 years.
And you capped for the Republic of Ireland. Do you remember your first call-up? Where were you?
I was at home with my wife and kids, and the club secretary at Birmingham just sent me an email. And yeah, delighted. As I say, it's a dream, like especially anyone in Ireland growing up playing football, to play for your country, play professional football. And I was lucky enough to score for my country as well. It's just one of them things you want to tick off. I was disappointed I didn't kind of play more. I felt I could have played more and I should have played more, but I'd say that's football. But as I said, no one can take it away from me.
Who fancies a crossbar challenge?